So today I'm going to be showing the detailed tutorial of how I made this paste. So for this, I'm going to be needing a cup of corn flour, cornstarch, 1/4 cup of glucose, 1/4 cup of water, and I have 1 tablespoon and a half tablespoon here, CMC and vegetable oil, and extra cornstarch. Right, so let's head on. So first I'm going to do is going to add water into my bowl, and then I'm going to measure 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Yes, and I'm going to add that in. Now after that, I'm now going to add in my glucose. That's 1/4 cup of glucose. That's 1/4 cup of glucose. So before placing my glucose into the cup, I usually I grease it with oil so that it easily comes out. So next now is I'm going to take this to a double boiler to melt it. We have to melt this solution, right? You can see how thick the glucose is. So this is me doing that, and now you can see it's melted, but it's quite hot. So it's very important now that we have to set it aside so that it can cool down till. Now we're going to measure our corn flour. I prefer to always sieve things because you can't tell what's in. You don't want any lump in this mixture. So I sieve that in, and then I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoon of CMC. So basically, the recipe I saw when I went doing my findings on this paste, they made use of Tylose. So Tylose is one that is actually scarce at the moment at my place, so I made use of CMC, and I had to find out the difference and if it was going to have any impact on the mixture. And the impact is that if you're using Tylose, you can easily use this paste immediately to work, but if you're using CMC, it will be required for you to set it aside for like a couple of hours overnight before you can use it. So now the liquid is cool. I'm going to add in the dry mix. So you can see that I'm folding in everything. So I'm just going to mix this very well. Now, make sure you follow the exact measurement I use. You don't want to add extra liquid to this paste, no matter how soft it might look like at your own end. If it's too soft, you add in more corn flour, right? And you don't add water at all, especially if you're following the exact recipe I use. So now I dip my hand in corn flour because it was sticky. I'm going to turn this now to my surface, and I'm going to knead. Now, one thing you have to also know about this paste is that this paste is very, very good paste. It can be rolled very thin. I'll show that in another video. And this paste is one that is good for, you can use mixed sugar flours, you can use it to mold anything. So can you see how stretchy it is? And one thing you have to also know is that you have to store this in the refrigerator. You cannot keep it out. If not, it's going to start growing some molds on it.